Hi everyone. Hope you're having a great day. I'm having a busy one, but a good one. Just got back from lunch with Grumpy at a new place. It was very good. Very good. We will return. All right. In my title, it says to test or not to test. That is the question. We'll get into that in a minute. Let me show you a couple of things I just finished up for my market on Saturday. Already my market's here. I'm not nervous about it or anything because I've been to it twice with Robin, so I know the landscape. I'm inside. Grumpy will be with me. Robin's got a craft show someplace else. So I'm looking forward to it actually. I have plenty of stock. So I should be good to go. I just hope people come. Spring break time here in Florida. I'm hoping the hotel is filled with teenage girls that love plushies. But they'll probably all be at the beach at the time I'm there. But it's still chilly at the beach, I think. All right, so let me show you the couple of things that I have finished that are not testing related, okay? Remember I was making those card holders. Well, I made another one, and this is it. Not pretty colors. I just love that. Love it. I think it's so pretty, light, nice and bright. And this is the yarn, Big Twist, 100% acrylic yarn. And let's see if they have a name for this. Sunrise Ombre. Well, it's an ombre. Well, I thought it was going to be variegated. So I didn't get as much variegation in my card holder as I was hoping. But it's still pretty. And I'll make more with this color. I went into Joann's to get some stuffing for my plushies, and these were on sale. Really inexpensively. It was only $1 and change for this skeiny yarn. And it's 4.3 ounces. So that's a lot of yarn. I'm going to have to find something else to make with this because that's way too much just for card holders. But I thought it was pretty, so I picked it up. And then I'm working on another one. This one's got all kinds of crazy colors. I'm not done, of course. See, this is the other side that I've got done so far. And this is the yarn that I picked up at the same time I picked up the yellow one. And this one is called Candy Bowl. Candy Bowl? You see a candy bowl in this? I don't know. But it's pretty, and it was very inexpensive. So that'll give me about 12 of these card holders that I've made. So that's good. And the other thing I made is something that I sell all the time, and I made one a couple of weeks ago and figured I better get more than one just in case. And that is my good old friendly possum. So we'll see. And he will be, I don't know how much I'll charge for him yet. 15 or under, I think. The card holders are $5. They hurt your hand to make, I'll tell you. Not a good time. But I'm hoping they'll be a good seller. So this is my friendly little possum. He's very squishy. So I'll have 2 possums. I was hoping to have 3, but I just can't bring myself to make another one right now. I've been making those since I started doing plushies, and they always sell, so I have to replenish them, and I get a little tired of making them. But I keep telling myself, make what the people want, Sue, not what you want to make. It's hard sometimes. All right. To test a pattern or don't test a pattern. What should you do? Test a pattern. Test a pattern. help a fellow crocheter out. They put a lot of work into coming up with a pattern. You get a pattern for free for testing it, and you get to see if you find a little treasure that you really like and you want to remake. So this week I tested 2 different patterns, and both big successes as far as I'm concerned. Big successes. Awesome people made the patterns, and I love both patterns. So very, very lucky. But I will say, in the past, I have put my name in for testing just because they were calling for testers, and I have gotten patterns that didn't work out very well, and I just didn't like them. Now you have to be truthful and tell the creator of that pattern what's wrong with it. That's the whole reason for testing, to see if there's errors in the pattern, if it's easy to make, if the pictures they put in their patterns are useful. Some will tell you what they're looking for as far as, I hate to say criticisms, but criticisms. It's all up to you. Sometimes you get lucky and you get an awesome pattern to make. Sometimes you get a little tiny one that's not the greatest. I like testing. I always go into testing as if I am a beginner crocheter. If I feel a beginner crocheter can make that pattern, I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome that anybody can use it. Anybody can use it, and that's good for the creator if they're selling their pattern. But some patterns are not for beginners. They're just not. They're just a lot of work. It might be a little complicated. I just don't feel that it's something a beginner should try. So I will tell the creator, I think this should go up as an intermediate or advanced crochet pattern. Not too many come up like that. Most of them are beginner friendly. But I have both for you today. I have one that's definitely beginner friendly, and I have one that I feel is definitely for intermediate crocheters. So, in the end, do what you want to do, right? It's your time, it's your yarn. But just make sure that if you test for someone, that you show them what you made and you give them your honest opinion about their pattern. That's what they picked you to do. Be honest with them and do what you have to do. Follow through. Follow through. So that's it. That's my little spiel about testing. I enjoy it. I will continue to do it if I'm picked. I mean, there might be hundreds of people who apply to test a pattern. You never know if you're going to get picked for it. Just because you say you want to do it doesn't mean you're going to get to do it. I was very lucky this week. Both patterns I tested, I was asked to test. I did not apply to test them. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. It feels good that a creator out there feels that I'm good enough at crochet that they want me to test their pattern. And a little ego boost now and again don't hurt, right? So the first one came just a couple nights ago. Robin, Knotting Hook Crochet, asked me if I would test a new pattern she had just made. She had just finished making a pattern for a small axolotl. Now, axolotls are quite popular at craft markets. Kids love them. I never even knew what an axolotl was until I started doing plushies. I never heard of them. But the kids all know them. I think they have it in the game Minecraft, and the kids know it from there. So it's very popular. So I said, of course I'll test for you. Not a problem. So she sent me the pattern, and I sat down and made my first, let me see, what color did I make first? This one. I made the first one for her, and pattern was awesome. Awesome, awesome. I couldn't find, and I looked. She's my friend, so I'm really looking to see if I can find typos or errors in the pattern or whatever. Nothing. Pattern was awesome. Awesome, not a problem. Didn't have a problem at all with it. So the first one I made, and I sent her a picture of it when I was finished, is this one. Oh, it's a cute little guy. Let's see how long he is. I should have measured him beforehand. Excuse my head. Of course, I can't read my own. From nose to the tip of his tail, he's about 8 inches long. So he's cute. Look how cute that is. It takes me, and I'm a slow crocheter, it takes me about an hour to make one. About an hour. So someone else could whip this out pretty darn quick. But I love it. I think it's awesome. I think it will be a good seller at markets. I hope I'm right. I'll find out Saturday. So I made several of them. Because I didn't have anything small. I have some big axolotls, but I don't have any smaller ones. So I made this yellow and orange one. Cute. I made this pink one. Cute. I love this. I made the blue one. This was the last one I made. I made this late last night. I've been out gallivanting today, so I haven't really done anything much today except those card holders. Cute, and my last one is a purple one. Isn't that cute? I think it's adorable. I just love it. It's easy to make. And I'm really hoping it's a good seller. So I will put a link to this pattern. Robin has it on Etsy. And if you're interested, you can go over and purchase it. So, oops, I dropped blue. Sorry about that. I'll put a link in the description below for Robin's Etsy shop and this axolotl. And they're selling quick. They are selling quick. She showed them on her channel the other day, and she's doing very, very, very well with them. Very well. So, I don't remember if I told you this story or not, but Robin and I were contacted by someone who asked if we were willing to test a pattern for her. We didn't know who it was. Robin sent me a text and said, "Who is this person? Do you know who that is?" And I said, "No, I have no idea." She says, "Well, you know her because you commented on one of her videos or posts on Instagram." I just couldn't remember. I had no idea. And then she started up a chat group on Instagram for Robin, her, and I. And we still had no clue who it was. So I went into the chat. She had sent us a picture of the pattern, which was phenomenal. And I said, my gosh, I've never done anything like this before. It's so interesting, but who's this person? So I went into the chat group and started talking with her. Her name is Shannon, and she's from Canada. And through talking, we found out little sneaky Shannon used a different name on YouTube and was watching our YouTube videos. And she said that she chose Robin and I to test because she felt that we would be brutally honest with our opinions about her pattern. And when you see this, get ready to flip out, because this is the first pattern she's made. and will be selling. Unbelievable. She just amazed me. I've been crocheting for 50 years. I've never once made a pattern. Not once. I don't think I even want to. I don't know, it scares me. It's like I'll test for everybody, but make my own? Ooh, this is incredible. So Robin and I agreed, and we did this test for her. Took me 3 days to make this. Took me 3 days. Because I'm an old lady, and my hand starts hurting. And this is not a small pattern. This is a big one. And at first, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate, you stop making a pattern and you see the pieces and you're saying, oh, what the heck is this going to look like? You just can't imagine it. You know, you pick colors and you say, gosh, are these colors going to work? Are they not going to work? That's the hardest part for me, picking colors. But I think my guy turned out really, really cute. Really cute, if I do say so myself. So all in all, this is an extremely, extremely good pattern. I would say it's more for intermediate level. But as I said to Shannon, who, by the way, is Snuggle Bean Crochet on Instagram. She said she may change her YouTube name to Snuggle Bean Crochet. I don't know if she has yet. But on Instagram, where she is showing the dragons, she put up my dragon on Instagram and she put up Robin's. And I am in awe of her. In awe of her that she created this for her first pattern to sell. Unbelievable. So let me get my little guy here so I can get him situated well so you can see him really well. Because he's big. Are you too cute? You see those horns? Look at those horns. Look at those horns. Oh, he's coming up a little higher. Ooh, my gosh. Look at the size of him. Look at him. Look at him. Isn't this something? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'll let him go for a second. Look at his wings. And look at this tail. Can you believe it? This thing is huge. Huge. And I absolutely love him. When I started this, I would have never dreamed that I would make something like this. Never. It just, look at that face. He's got pretty green eyes to match the green in him. That tail kills me. This is such a good pattern. It's such a good pattern. It's easy to follow. I think I found one typo in the whole pattern. And for a pattern this involved, I'm surprised. I'm surprised. That's all there was. Shannon is an absolute lovely person. I'm so happy we met, and not because she asked us to test this guy, but she's just a nice person, and we've had some nice conversations in that little chat room she created. But look at this. This is her first pattern. First. Oh my gosh. I told her she's going to become so popular if this is the type of work that she's going to put out there for people to do. I love him. What do you think of the colors? She had told us it's going to take 2.5 skeins of yarn to do the body. So I used Tangerine from Parfait Chunky, because that's the only thing I had 3 skeins of to use, and I really didn't want to buy more yarn to make something I didn't know if I could or would like to make. Well, come on. And then it was picking the accent colors. Didn't know what colors I wanted to do, but I went through my stash and put the colors together beside one another, and these all seemed to go well, and I think it came out awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I asked Shannon just before I started this video when she thought her pattern would go live so people could buy it. And she said she thinks it's going to go up on Friday on her Etsy page. So I will put a link to Snuggle Bean Crochet on Etsy in the description below. And check it out on Friday if you're interested in making this guy. The woman who cleans my house came today, and I had him sitting on the coffee table in my living room so I could admire him, because that's where I sit and crochet, is in that room. And she fell in love with him. And she said to me immediately, she goes, "That's what I want for Christmas. I want," what color did she say I want? "I want a purple and green one for Christmas." I said, "Oh my gosh, I have to do this again." I would do him again. I would do him again. He's not difficult. You just have to know what you're doing. That's all. I think it might be a little difficult for beginners, a little. And I told Shannon, I said, you may list this as an intermediate pattern, which I think that's how it should be listed. I think Robin agrees with that. But I know when people see this and they're a beginner, they're going to buy it anyhow and give it a shot. So write it like it's for a beginner. Just be very, very clear. And she has great pictures in there that helped me with certain things I wasn't quite sure. And she gives you 3 choices for the head. There's only 1 choice for the body and legs. The ears is 1 choice, but you have different choices to make the ears. You have different choices to make the spikes on the tail. So you can mix and match anything you want when you're making him. I just think that's so awesome. Absolutely awesome. So I can go back and use the same pattern and make a totally different looking dragon. What did Frank say he wanted to name him? I forget. Clyde or something like that. I think it was Clyde. I'm not sure. But anyhow, I think he's awesome. I think he's going to look fantastic sitting on my market table on Saturday. The price will be very high. He's not going to be a cheap little $12 plushie, that's for sure. And I don't even know if I want him to sell. I like him so much. So tell me what you think about my little axolotls that Robin did, and this beautiful dragon that Shannon Snuggle Bean Crochet did. And do you think you'd want to try him? How about the axolotls? You think you'd like to give these guys a chance? So easy, so cute. So easy and cute. Like I said, I will put in my description the links to both Knotting Hook Crochet's pattern and Snuggle Bean Crochet's pattern. But hers will go up on Friday. Robin's is already available. And immediately after she showed it on her channel, they were selling like crazy. The patterns were just selling like crazy. So I think that's all I have for you. Let me know if you like the colors I chose. You think they go together well? I do. I like them. That's why I chose them. But I think he came out so awesome. I absolutely love him. Shannon, great job. Robin, love your little axolotls. I think they're going to be a big success. Look how cute. I just love them. Just love them. All right, everyone. That's it. That's it. Wish me luck in my market on Saturday. It's my first one this year. And that's it. That's it. I don't know if I'm going to have any makes for you next Wednesday. But I will do a video about my market and how it went. Okay, I'll let you know how much I sold and what items sold well, and take it from there. Take it from there. I'm hoping lots of spring break girls are in the hotel that my market is in, and that they all come down and want to buy little plushies. Don't we all think things like that when we go to a market, you know? So anyhow, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will talk to you again next week. See ya. Bye.